So they told the children to spy on their parents.
Yeah, but they didn't call it this way. I mean, that was very harmless questions, and the child would deliver his or her parents without even knowing what
exactly. Public schools nationwide have free federal computers, and this has now been declassified, and they have you write a journal in 6th and 7th grade about your family. And they ask, do your parents ever discipline you? What's in the medicine cabinet? Does mommy yell at you? And the children are there being taught to type this in or write this, and then it's transcribed and put online. It's like when I have had children. My wife's had 3 children. And after the first child I learned at the hospital, the nurse says, hon, will you take this file downstairs for me? And then when I left, they said, how you doing money-wise? Does he ever mean to you? And my wife's like, no, we have enough money, and he's not mean to me. And, well, does he hit you? And a lot of women their water's broken, they're about to have a baby, they're waiting to get an IV in their arm and go into and they tell the induction nurse, well, yeah, we're having trouble with money. Now the health department's called. You don't have enough money to have the baby. Now the state's going to take it. The spies are everywhere, and they don't tell you they're setting you up when they're doing it. Is that how it was in Germany?
Yeah, that's the way. And let me say also that they didn't really, as far, at least in the small cities, and we were living in the small cities, in contrast to what the big cities like Berlin and Hamburg and Munich, and that was different. But they did not try in the Hitler Youth to make us indoctrinate us and make us Nazis. We were indoctrinated with ideological purposes. In other words, what Hitler wanted from us is to make it possible that he could realize his program, which was to expand Germany towards the east and capture land.
Yeah, you were cannon fodder. You were being bred for military service, and it was all under a peer pressure system. Let's go ahead and take another call. Kevin in Texas, you're on the air.
I believe you just had me on.
Okay, Kevin, thank you. They told me Kevin was next. Mark in Georgia. Mark, go ahead.
Oh, just a second. People say how free we are in this country. I say, yep, we're the freest country in the world, and gosh darn it, I have the government's permission to say so. People say how free we are, and I point out to them, well, you tell that to Sarah Weaver. Oh, that's right, she's dead. You tell that to Irwin Schiff. I don't know if you've heard, he recently lost a toe to gangrene when he was in diesel therapy. Gosh darn it, I thought he had...
Yeah, and I haven't heard his son, who we want to get on about that, or maybe he's commented. Has his son commented on that lately when he's on all these TV shows talking about the economy?
He's... there may be an understanding that if he brings it up, his dad's situation will go from bad to worse. I don't know. On YouDo News, my user ID is Mark Anabaptist, and I uploaded a clip from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the Bring Out Your Dead scene about Obamacare, and if somebody can take that and polish it up, I'd be grateful. Okay?
All right, sir. Do you have any questions for Mr. Von Campe?
I'm just wondering, what you see going on here and what happened in your youth. I understand you see a number of disturbing parallels, because what I said to some neocons, what Thomas Jefferson, the word liberal stems from the word liberty. The founders were liberals in fighting for liberty. I tremble for my nation when I ponder that God is just. And the thing is, what is going on here, what happened in your youth? You're saying that there's very disturbing parallels between...
Yes, sir. Mr. Von Campe, you covered it last time you were on, but people just in a shotgun pattern. But see, they've changed all the terms. Classical liberal, the media asks, who are you? And I go, I'm a classical liberal. Well, what's that? Well, it's a paleo-conservative. Because they've changed all the terms around till they mean almost nothing. It's liberty versus tyranny. It's individual freedom versus the state. But yeah, I mean, the parallels... The youth being brainwashed, the spies, the secret police, the government knows all, the social Darwinism. I mean, those are the parallels, are they not?
Well, America should be a nation under God. That would mean that God's commandment would rule the society. Instead, they do the same thing as the Nazis did. And that is not just Obama. That has been going on for decades, that bit by bit the Constitution is being destroyed. And now that the government can do anything.
Yeah, here's a big parallel. Hitler had secret arrest. Now we have secret arrest in the United States.
Yeah, it's the destruction, because the founding fathers I have a whole package of it, where they say that the American Constitution has to have Christians as citizens, because otherwise the structure will be destroyed. And we have a president who, when he accepted his speech, he already stated that he wanted to change the Constitution, because according to our Constitution, you can't take out money and give it to somebody else. But they do that. They do not recognize the right of people to his property. And they want to control everything.
Yeah, that's the big parallel. The Nazis would take your property if they wanted to in the name of the state. Now they do that here, and they're saying, we're not just going to take it for eminent domain. We're going to take your property without compensation if somebody else just wants it who gave us a campaign contribution. The New London Kelo decision of 3 years ago stated somebody can give a campaign contribution to take your land.